There was a time in this fair land when the railroad did not run, when the wild, majestic mountains stood alone against the sun. Long before the white man and long before the wheel, when the green, dark forest was too silent to be real.
Good morning. Today is a great day. It's day 46 on the Pacific Crest Trail. Day 44, I left Kennedy Meadows North with my three compatriots, Sticks, Break Time, and Skipper. But we soon said goodbye. They wanted to take a little more time on this section of the PCT. From Sonora Pass, Highway 108, Kennedy Meadows North, to Lake Tahoe is roughly 75 miles. And I wanted to knock it out in 3 days. I figured 25 miles per day average would be good for this section. And on the morning of the fourth day, I'll be linking up with my wife in Tahoe. So I've got a date to meet. On day 44 and day 45, I didn't do a lot of videoing. Unfortunately, those 2 days, there was a lot of high winds, 60-mile-an-hour winds, and I was being tossed around the trail like a rag doll. On day 45, yesterday, coming up Ebbets Pass, where Highway 4 is, there was trail magic. Click and Bug Zapper had set up some trail magic, and wonderful trail angels. Really glad that they did that. That was pretty incredible. This is trail magic at the top of Ebbets Pass. So cool. So today, on day 46, what's special about today? It's going to be the last 25 miles of this 75-mile stretch that I'll be showing you. And we'll be going over Carson Pass, where Highway 88 is. And they've got an information center there. And I'm not sure if it's open or not, but it's another pass and another pretty part of the Pacific Crest Trail. It's going to be a great day. It's the view just as we're topping the rise north of Sonora Pass, coming out of Kennedy Meadows North. It is beautiful. The mountains have definitely taken on a different feel to them. Still very pretty. And all the greens in the valleys. It's just incredible. So it looks like I've been heading down into the valley, but I'm going to be going up, I think right over there, that green area. That'll take me around the elephants, back to the left, and then up and over to Carson Pass. All good. So I made my way down where the notch is up there, down the Green Valley here. Now I'm slowly making my way up, get closer to Carson Pass. Real pretty rock formations right over to the right of me. Really nice. Right over here should be Carson Pass. Not too much longer now. So this is the top of Carson Pass looking south. Now that's an incredible view. This is Carson Pass looking north. So, after Carson Pass, I got to the Carson Pass where Highway 88 is and the information center. The information center was closed, so I proceeded from one parking lot over to the other parking lot where the trail picks up again. And lo and behold, my sister and son surprised me. They decided to be trail angels today, and I got treated to some incredible trail magic along with Magic Mike. Magic Mike was there, and so we both sat down and just had a wonderful meal, and sodas, cookies, candy, beer. It was well, Magic Mike gave it a 5-star rating. It was just really special. It was really special to see family, and because it's been, of course, a long time since I've seen them, and it was really nice that they decided to do that and take care of me and, well, any other hikers that would be coming by. So, real nice. So for the 3 days I've been on this section of the PCT, really been able to work on my malnourishment issue, which I'll talk about later on in the video. But when I left Kennedy Meadows North on day 44, of course, I had a big breakfast before I left the resort. And then day 45, Click and Bug Zapper were at Ebbets Pass with Trail Magic. And then on day 46 at Carson Pass, my family was there and doing Trail Magic. And so it's just been really special. These last 75 miles have just been absolutely incredible. If anybody is thinking of doing a section hike on the Pacific Crest Trail and they're interested in doing part of the Sierra, I would highly recommend from Sonora Pass, Highway 108, to South Lake Tahoe, Highway 50. The views, just the scenery, is just so pretty. So expansive, yet subtle in all the greens, the hues. I mean, it's just real pretty. The trail itself, for the most part, is dirt or sand. Not all. This is the Sierra, but it makes for the most part easy walking, and the ups and downs are quite mild compared to the other sections of the Sierra. I'm not going to say you're not going to get a workout, but compared to the other sections of the Sierra, are quite mild. So I have really enjoyed this section of the Pacific Crest Trail. If it wasn't for the wind the first 2 days, this would have been a real magical 75 miles along the PCT. I've got about 13 more miles to go before I hit the Highway 50 parking lot, and either I'll get there tonight or sometime early tomorrow morning, and I'll be linking up with my wife at Tahoe and being able to spend a couple days with her there. So that's just going to be a special time. It's all good. This is Showers Lake. It's a very popular destination for weekend hikers because it's easily accessible from Carson Pass going north on the PCT, just a few miles, about 5, and then, or coming from Tahoe on the Echo Summit trailhead. So very popular to come down here, spend the weekend, and then hike back. About 5 miles south of Echo Summit. But look at there, Lake Tahoe sneaking out. Oh man, this is home territory here. It feels good. So it's day 48 on the Pacific Crest Trail. To end out day 46, walked a little bit more and camped about mile marker 1084, about 6 miles from the Echo Summit trailhead at Lake Tahoe. I didn't want to go down in the lower elevation. The dispersed camping down there has had some bear incidences, so I wanted to stay up on the high ground where not a lot of people camp in that particular area, so it wouldn't be frequented by bears, and I wouldn't have to worry about being harassed at night. So on day 47, I hiked the additional 6 miles down to the Echo Summit trailhead. I got picked up by my wife. She wanted to stay on the Heavenly Valley side of State Line. Really nice, but I wasn't going to walk all that way, so she picked me up there at the trailhead, and now it's day 48, taking a zero in Lake Tahoe, just resting up, getting the equipment, and spending time with the bride. So that's really good. I'll be leaving tomorrow, day 49, back out on the trail, and then do the next section. I will, when I get to Sierra City, I will talk about the Sierra section. I think Sierra City to me is the end of the Sierra section, so I'll talk about it and bookend it when I get there. But I just want to take a couple minutes and talk about my hiking in general, if that's all right. First off, I know that on average that I put in more miles per day than most thru-hikers. But I do not put in more miles than all the thru-hikers. There are some very good thru-hikers on the trail right now, and I've been privileged to be around some of them, and they're logging some huge miles and just crushing it. So, and that's what they want to do. That's how they hike, just like me. That's how I want to hike. Second off, I know that besides Lake Tahoe, I am taking additional time here one day because I'm with the bride. But I know that for my resupply points up till now that I only spend what I consider to be the amount of time logistically necessary to complete all my tasks. In other words, I look at what needs to happen during that time, resupply, laundry, showers, uploading videos, that sort of thing. I figure out what the time requirement is, and I stay for that allotted time, and then I get out on the trail and get back to moving, which, to be honest, could be contributing to one of my issues that I'm having right now, which I'll talk about in just a little bit. So that's just, I know that's the way I like to go in and hike, and other people do it differently. And it's all based on what you're trying to get out of the trail. And the third thing is that in my videos, as you probably noticed, I don't film a lot of people. And there's 3 reasons for that. First one is I'm not around a lot of people. For most of the part, I hike alone. I will go days without talking to anyone because I'm just out there and I'm hiking alone. The second one is that when I am around people, I want to respect their privacy. I don't want to be that guy throwing a camera in somebody's face and, oh, look, a vlogger, that sort of thing. So I respect people's privacy. And the third reason is that I am aware of and sensitive to the fact that there is, in certain circles, an extreme double standard when it comes to judging the behavior of thru-hikers in this era of COVID-19. I mean, an individual can go to the supermarket in the morning, go to a salon in the afternoon, go to dinner with their family at a restaurant with recirculated air in the evening, catch a late night movie with their spouse in a theater, come home, put on one of my videos, see 4 thru-hikers around a picnic table, literally in the middle of nowhere, and the comment will be, oh, look, they're spreading COVID-19. So I know there's a double standard, and I don't want anything out of my videos to be misconstrued or taken out of context and used against what I consider to be an incredible PCT thru-hiking community that I've been associated with since I've gotten on the trail. So that's just why you don't see a lot of people. So the issue I'm dealing with is malnutrition, malnourishment, extreme weight loss, however you want to characterize it. Look, when I got on the trail, I had a body mass index of, or BMI of 21. I mean, you can Google how body mass index works, but essentially a BMI of 21 means you're healthy, but you're lean. And so that's what I started with at Campo. By the time I got to the end of the desert section, Kennedy Meadows South, I knew I was thin. I knew I had lost weight and I was thin. By the time I got to Kennedy Meadows North, which some people would argue is the end of the High Sierra section, I knew I had a serious weight loss issue. And if I didn't deal with it, I would be literally just walking my body into the ground. It was going to collapse. I could feel it. And so I started taking measures then to try to curb that. For the 3-day stint between Sonora Pass and Lake Tahoe, I packed a lot of food. I ate a lot of food. And fortunately, I had 2 days of trail magic during that time period. So that was really good. The 2 days I'm spending in Lake Tahoe, I'm fattening up. And then for the 4 days between Lake Tahoe and Sierra City, I've already packed up my food and I'm taking an extreme amount of food for only 4 days. And I'm going to be eating quite a bit to try to, again, curb my weight loss. And I think that'll help get it under control, and I'll be able to move and I'll be healthy and just keep driving on. If I can't do that, then I know at some point in the near future I will have to take an operational pause in one of these small towns and just spend a few days putting some weight back on to get the body healthy again and get some some calories into the reserves so I can move ahead. But been here for a day and a half, leaving tomorrow morning from Lake Tahoe, feeling good, feeling real strong, feeling rested. Looking forward to this next section, and it's going to be a real great way to end the Sierras. So hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you next time. It'll be great.
There was a time in this fair